Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into a story of incredible teamwork, fierce opposition, and unwavering faith. We're in the book of Nehemiah, specifically chapters 3 and 4. If you have ever felt overwhelmed by a big project or faced criticism for doing something good, this story is for you. So picture this. The walls of Jerusalem are in ruins. They've been rubble for years, a constant reminder of defeat and vulnerability. Nehemiah, a man with a heavy heart but a powerful vision from God, arrives in the city. His mission: to rebuild the walls. This wasn't just a construction project. It was about restoring hope, security, and identity for his people. Chapter 3 kicks off with what might seem like a boring list of names. But it's actually one of the most inspiring parts of the Bible. It shows us a city coming together. Eliashib the high priest and his fellow priests get to work on the sheep gate. Next to them, the men of Jericho are building. Then you have Zachar, Meremoth, and the people of Tekoa. It's a roll call of unity. What's amazing is who's involved. We see priests, goldsmiths, perfume makers, and officials. We even see Shallum's daughters pitching in. This wasn't a job for just one type of person. It was for everyone. Everyone had a part to play, a section of the wall to call their own. They worked side by side, family by family, right in front of their own homes. It's a beautiful picture of community in action. They weren't just building a wall. They were rebuilding their future together. But as soon as progress is made, opposition shows up. That brings us to chapter 4. A man named Sanballat sees the walls going up and he's furious. He starts mocking the builders in front of his friends. What are these feeble Jews doing? He sneers. Can they bring the stones back to life from those heaps of rubble burned as they are? Another guy, Tobiah, chimes in. What they are building, if even a fox climbed up on it, he would break down their wall of stones. It was pure ridicule, designed to discourage and demoralize them. Have you ever been there? You're excited about something, you're working hard, and someone comes along and just tries to tear you down with their words. It hurts and it can make you want to quit. So how did Nehemiah respond? First, he prayed. He turned directly to God and said, "Hear us, our God, for we are despised." He laid the insults at God's feet. He didn't get into a shouting match with Sanballat. He took his frustration to the one who could handle it. This is such a powerful lesson. When we face criticism, our first move should be to turn to God in prayer. After praying, they got back to work. The Bible says the people worked with all their heart, and the wall was soon halfway to its full height. Their focus and unity were stronger than the enemy's insults. But Sanballat and Tobiah didn't give up. When they saw the wall was really getting repaired, they got even angrier. They plotted to come and fight against Jerusalem and stir up trouble. The threat was now physical. The people were scared. They said, "The strength of the laborers is giving out, and there is so much rubble that we cannot rebuild the wall." They were exhausted and felt overwhelmed. This is where Nehemiah's leadership truly shines. He didn't ignore their fear. He took practical steps. He armed the people. He stationed families with their swords, spears, and bows behind the lowest parts of the wall. He gave a powerful speech saying, "Don't be afraid of them. Remember the Lord, who is great and awesome, and fight for your families, your sons and your daughters, your wives and your homes." He reminded them of their why. They weren't just fighting for stones. They were fighting for their loved ones. And more importantly, they were fighting with God on their side. From that day on, their strategy was brilliant. Half the men worked on the wall, while the other half stood guard with weapons. Even the builders themselves carried a tool in one hand and a weapon in the other. They were prepared. They worked from sunrise to sunset, staying vigilant day and night. They had a trumpeter ready to sound the alarm so everyone could rally together if an attack came. This story teaches us so much. When we step out to do God's work, we should expect opposition. But we don't have to face it alone or in our own strength. We need community, people standing with us. We need to be prayerful, taking our fears and frustrations to God. And we need to be prepared, both spiritually and practically. We need to hold the tool of our work in one hand and the weapon of our faith in the other. So, whatever wall you're building in your life, whether it's in your family, your career, or your personal growth, remember Nehemiah. Work with all your heart, trust in God's strength, and don't let the mockers stop you. Thanks so much for watching. If this story encouraged you, hit that like button and subscribe for more content like this. See you in the next video.